You think you're failing, don't you? You look around, and it feels like everyone else is moving forward, getting promotions, buying cars, getting married, smiling in their perfect little photos. And you're just stuck. It feels like life hit pause on you. But here's the truth: you're not failing, you're being rebuilt in silence. It doesn't always look like progress. Sometimes, growth looks like chaos. Sometimes, healing feels like losing. And sometimes, silence is the only sign that something deep is shifting inside you. See, when everything seems to fall apart, when people leave, plans crumble, or dreams collapse, that's usually when life starts its real work. Because before something new can rise, the old version of you has to fall away. It's not punishment, it's preparation. Think about it. A seed doesn't grow while it's sitting comfortably in the sunlight. It grows underground, buried in the dark, where no one can see it. It breaks open before it ever breaks through. And that's what's happening to you right now. You're in that quiet stage of rebuilding. No applause, no recognition, no visible reward, just the silent grind. And that silence? It's not empty, it's sacred. It's where your foundation is being rebuilt, stronger, wiser, tougher. Maybe you've been praying for a breakthrough, but all you've gotten is breakdowns. Maybe you've been trying your best, and it still feels like nothing is working. But life doesn't rebuild you with noise. It rebuilds you with patience, with pressure, with pain that teaches. When you lose something you thought you needed, life isn't being cruel, it's clearing space. Because sometimes you can't carry your old self into your new season. The habits, the mindset, the people, even the version of you that settled for less, they all have to go. And that process? It hurts. It feels like failure. But it's really transformation in disguise. Let me give you something to think about. Imagine a caterpillar. To become a butterfly, it has to dissolve itself completely inside a cocoon. It literally breaks down into nothing. No movement, no sound, no beauty, just stillness and silence. But that's where the magic happens. If you were to look at it in that stage, you'd think it was dead, failing, maybe. But give it time, and that silence turns into wings. Your silence is your cocoon. You're being reshaped in ways you can't see yet. Life is stripping away everything that no longer serves the person you're becoming. It's not supposed to feel comfortable, it's supposed to feel real. Here's another truth: the world doesn't clap for your rebuilding phase. No one celebrates your quiet mornings, your small improvements, or your battles with self-doubt. But that's exactly where the foundation of greatness is laid. The world only sees the comeback, not the struggle that built it. So don't judge your progress by what's visible. The most powerful growth always happens in private. You might think you're failing because you don't see results. But real transformation doesn't happen on the surface. It happens deep inside, in your thoughts, your habits, your character. It's the moment you choose discipline over comfort. The moment you walk away from what drains your peace. The moment you keep going even when no one's watching. Every time you feel like quitting but don't, that's progress. Every time you cry, then wipe your face and try again, that's rebuilding. And every time you sit in silence, feeling lost but still holding on, that's growth happening quietly. One day, you'll look back at this version of yourself, tired, unsure, and still fighting, and you'll realize this was the version that changed everything. Because rebuilding doesn't happen after you win. It happens when you decide not to give up. So if you're in that silent phase right now, where nothing makes sense and everything feels uncertain, remember this: you're not being punished. You're being prepared. You're not breaking down. You're breaking through. And the silence you hate is the sound of your old self fading away. The pain you feel now is proof that you're still alive, still growing, still being shaped for something greater. So stop calling it failure. Call it rebuilding. Because when life is quiet, when it's dark, slow, and lonely, that's when your roots are growing deepest. One day, everything will make sense. The waiting, the heartbreak, the silence. And when that day comes, you won't even recognize yourself. You'll be stronger, wiser, and freer than you ever imagined. Because you weren't failing, you were just being rebuilt in silence. If this message spoke to you, take a moment. Pause, breathe, and remind yourself, this is not the end. It's just the in between. The space between who you were and who you're becoming. Now tell me in the comments, what part of your life feels silent right now? What are you rebuilding? I read every comment, and your story might help someone else keep going too. If this video gave you strength, hit like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more messages like this. Because your silence isn't wasted, it's your greatest transformation in progress.